So in our previous segment, I gave you statistics for Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, and Buddhism. What I didn't do was give you any kind of statistical information on the other religious groups. That's partly because the other groups are so much smaller. We think that even Buddhism, the fourth largest religion in the world, has at least 400 to 500 million adherents. And then there's no other specific religious movement that we can point to that would have more than 15 or 16 million adherents. So it really drops off once you get past the big four. Yet we still include groups like Judaism, for instance, because of its historical significance. And we also include groups like Sikhism and Jainism because both of their size and because they are genuine, distinctive religious movements from Hinduism or Buddhism. Now, the other groups I'm going to talk about in just a moment. But just a clarification, again, I want to remind you that the oldest religious expressions are these animistic and tribal religions. Religion isn't static. Religions are always changing. They're evolving. And there are many religious systems that have existed in the world that today are either extinct or are almost extinct. For instance, the old Egyptian religions, or the old Greek and Roman mythologies, or Zoroastrianism, which may have had some influence on Judaism and Christianity. These groups arise and then they die out in some cases. The religions we're talking about are living religions. They still exist in the world today and influence the lives of millions and millions of people. Now, moving forward, what I want to do is not to arrange our course in terms of the size of the groups. Instead, I want to look at it again from this east-west perspective. So what I'm going to be doing in our next class is to begin talking about the religions that came out of India. So that would be this group right here. All of these, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism originated in India. Now, Buddhism almost became extinct in India, but it flourished in other countries throughout East Asia. And so it's very important, but it's unique in the fact that it was a missionary religion coming out of India that ended up spreading in other places, but not as much in its native country. But most people consider Hinduism to be the oldest of the living world religions and the most syncretistic. You remember that syncretism means blending together from all these different sources. So that's what we're going to begin exploring in our next class period. Thank you for being with me today.